December 1995, a team of researchers traveled to the Amundsen Scott South Pole Station in Antarctica to collect micrometeorites from the bottom of the water well. Micrometeorites are sub-millimeter melted and unmelted extraterrestrial particles that add about 40,000 tons of mass to the Earth each year. Although ubiquitous, micrometeorites occur in low concentrations in terrestrial environments. The South Pole water well melts 4,000 cubic meters of ice annually to provide drinking water for the station. Micrometeorites in the ice are released by melting and remain as a lag deposit on the bottom of the well. The huge amount of ice being melted and the concentration of particles on the bottom makes the South Pole water well a promising new source of micrometeorites. We designed, built, and tested a device to collect micrometeorites from the bottom of the well. A central waterproof housing contains the pump, drive motors, and electrical connections. Traction for the collector is provided by heavy spiked wheels on opposite ends. The main body of the collector is a 1.2 meter machined and folded sheet of polyethylene which holds filter fabric. A cutaway section shows the 2 millimeter wide slot on the collector's underside through which the pump draws water and entrained particles into the 53 micron mesh filter. All of the collector components are drinking water safe. Originally, we had planned to deploy the collector during the well's annual maintenance period, when the pump and hoses are removed for servicing. However, space in the well house is very limited, and our collection time would have been only a few hours. For these reasons, we drilled a second hole, about 2 meters from the central hole, and constructed a separate work area. We used a hot water drill to make a 30 centimeter diameter second hole. A video trip down this second hole shows the beautiful ice walls. The varying hole diameter is the result of the hot water drilling. Coming into the well cavity, we see the cables for the well pump and the ice shelf that formed when the well was shut down for 10 months in 1994. Passing through this layer, we see a second ice layer on the current water surface and the underwater well pump. Traveling to the bottom, we find a very complicated topography. It consists of a central plateau about 20 meters squared, sculpted at its periphery into steep, curved dips that have visibly dark pockets of particulates. There are particulates on the plateau as well, but they are not concentrated as in the pockets. The local surface is quite smooth, perhaps 1 millimeter depressions over 1 to 5 millimeter scales. The collector lies slot down on the ice surface and is quite flexible. This helps it conform to the well bottom. Suction, generated by the pump along the length of the arm, pulls water and particulates from the ice-water interface through the filter unit and then discharges the water above the well bottom. Here, iron oxide particles smaller than the mesh of our filter are being discharged. Maneuvering in the pockets required some practice, and we suctioned about 10 meters squared from 3 of these pockets. The collector moved easily over the central plateau, and we devoted one collection exclusively to it. After vacuuming an area, we brought the collector to the surface. Here, the filter bag, which can be seen as a darkened strip down the length of the collector, was removed and its contents either removed and size sorted or stored for further analysis. A binocular microscope was used to sort through the size fractions for melted micrometeorites. About 100 micrometeorites were sectioned for analysis, and electron micrographs of these show that we have the entire range of extraterrestrial particles, from those which are unmelted to glass spherules which have been totally melted. We also found melted micrometeorites with a glassy outer rim. These have not been reported before. The South Pole water well is unique because we can determine the terrestrial age of large numbers of micrometeorites. The age of the ice at Pole is known to 200 meters, allowing us for the first time to bracket the terrestrial age of the extraterrestrial particles. For example, the micrometeorites we collected this year were deposited sometime between 1000 and 1500 AD. Each year the well deepens 10 meters, which represents about 100 years of deposition. Yearly collections from a known area of the well bottom would allow us to determine the number and type of extraterrestrial particles that fall to the Earth in 100-year intervals.